Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to solve this case which is called Baccarat. It's an old one, coming actually from the competition of the Battle of 16, which was a battle among the top 16 player back, I think, a couple of years ago. And it's another card-based game, so let's see how it goes. Uh, we have three shoes of cards, total 416 cards. So 8 decks of 52 have been provided. Your task is to model the dealing of each shoe and record the number of hands in the shoe by one outcome. So whether the player or the banker is going to win or if it is a tie. The number of cards in the hand, 4, 5, or 6. Okay, so this is an example which is provided. Uh, And then we have also a part B. So as you can see here, the layout is, the format of the case is quite different from the most recent ones, but it's fine. Let's see part B later on. Game rules. Baccarat is a card game of two sides. Player versus banker, competing to try and get a total closest to 9. Tens, jacks, queens, and kings count as 0. This is count as 1, and all of the cards 2 to 9 count as the point value. Okay, hand totals are found by adding together the value of each card and taking this sum modulo 10. For example, 8 and 5 gives a total of 3. Okay. Cards of 9 and 9 gives a total of 8. Okay. To begin a deal, one card to player, then one to banker, then another to player, then another to banker. At this point, if either player or banker has a two-card total of 8 or 9 called a natural, then the end is over and no one gets a third card and the outcome can be recorded. If no one has a natural, then consult the drawing table to first decide if the player receives a third card, then decide the banker gets the third card. Okay. The hand is then over and the outcome can be recorded. Okay. So what we have here, the cards. Okay. Drawing table for third cards for player and banker. Step 1, does either player or banker have a natural? If yes, no one gets a third card. If no, step 2. Step 2A, player. So if the card total is below 6, player receives the third card, otherwise no. For the banker, it's actually a combination of the third card of the player and the two card total of the banker. Okay, I think that's fine. And those are the shoes provided. Okay, and so we have a total of, oops, 416. Okay. Uh, Maybe let's call this shoe 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so this is basically the list of cards as they are found into the shoe, and we need to deal those cards according to the rules we have here. So let's prepare solving sheet. Let's say now we're solving for shoe 1, so I'm going to leverage the indirect of this in order to pull the cards. And let's say I want to center everything here. Okay, so I think we will need a sequence of, I don't know honestly how many, probably 300 will be sufficient. Uh, and I need to say player first, second, third, banker. Okay. Let's start simple and then we are going to complicate this later. So the first card of the player will be this one. The first card of the banker will be this one. No, actually this one. Then we have this, and then we have this. Okay. So this is not dynamic at all. So what I'm going to probably leverage is cards used, which is actually 0. And so this will be uh, 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 the index. Let's call this shoe. So this will be the index of shoe. Position is +1. So what I'm telling here is take the G5 +1 card. So we're starting from 0. So the first card in the position of the shoe. Then we are going to say, I need to block the column. I'm going to change this. We know that we are giving a card to the player, then the banker, then the player again. So this will be +3, this will be +2, and this will be +4. Okay. So 9, 6, 9, 4. Yes, 6, 7. Okay. Then I need to calculate the two cards total according to those values. And so basically tens, jacks, queens, and kings count as 0, aces count as 1. So what I could do is, let's say, basically this, and then 0, 0, 0, 0. So those are the cards, those are the values. Okay. Yes. Total, which is the mod sum of XLOOKUP of these in cards with the values, modulo 10. So 9 plus 6 is 15, modulo 10 is 5, that's correct. And then we have the two total for the bunker. Okay, so 7 plus 4 is 11, modulo 10 is 1. Okay, then this point, if either player or banker has two card total of 8 or 9, call a natural, then the end is over and no one gets their card. So I'm going to ask whether this is a natural. So if or this equals uh, mm, 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 mm. It will be too long to write. So we have said 8 or 9. Let's call this natural check. If or this equals natural check. Then it's 1. Otherwise, this equals natural check. Then it's 1 again. Otherwise, it's 0. Okay, let's see whether this is working. I think so. Yes. Okay, so if anyone has a natural and the end is over and no one gets a third card, the outcome can be recorded. If no one has a natural, then consult the drawing table. Okay, so uh, so player one is if and this needs to be 0 and the two card total, so this one needs to be below 6. So if those conditions are true together, I'm going to pull basically index of shoe of this This plus 4 because I've already dealt 4 cards plus 1. Yes. Otherwise, I'm going to put a symbol. So the 2 card total is 5, so I'm going to take the next card after the 7, which is the jack. Let's check whether this is 6. Okay, correctly goes like this. Uh, yeah, and then for the banker, I need to use this table of conditions, which is basically giving me an output based on the player's third card and the 2 card total of the banker. I might index match the 2 variables. The only problem is that the no card uh, is going to cause some problems. So what I could do is just write the symbol here. Let's call this banker draw outcome. Let's call this P third card and the banker 2 card total. I'm always scared by those designations I use for the name ranges. So if index of banker draw outcome match the third card of the player against the player third card 0, so exact match, and match of the 2 card total against the banker 2 card total and then 0, so exact match. So if this equals yes, I will basically say index of shoe of this plus 4 plus if this is not the symbol 1, otherwise 0, because this could be dynamic. That's it, otherwise the symbol. Okay, there's something wrong with this formula. Apparently. Let's see where the problem is. Hopefully you can see the debug window. So jack. So it's not finding the jack actually. Why? Okay, because okay, this is the value actually of the player's third card, not the card itself. Okay, so I can simply replace instead of K8, I should use the XLOOKUP of K8 against cards, and I want the values. Okay, so let's check if this is working properly because we are saying that the player's third card is jack, so has a value of 0, and the 2 card total is 1. So 0 and 1, yes, he's going to draw. I also need to make sure that this equals 0. Okay, so if the card is natural, I need to go. In this case, I have NA, but why? False condition. Okay, because I'm X lookup. in a symbol which is not found, and so I'm going to drop an if error and put this. Okay. I've lost the formula of the natural. Ferror. Okay. Okay. So this should be fine as a first iteration. When recording the outcome, also record if a hand made of use of 4, 5, or 6 cards. Does the cards used for the hand decide? So how many 4 card hands? Task the model dealing with show, record number of hands in the shoe by outcome, player win, banker win or tie, and 2 number of cards in the end. Okay, the end is the number, the winner of the end is whoever has the higher total. Okay. How do I calculate the total for the full hand? Totals are found by undetermined value. Which card? Okay, it's always the sum modulo 10. So final values, player, the bank. So if this is not equals to the symbol, I'm going to say mod of uh, 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 x lookup of this cards values plus. This is not great, I know, but I know this is not great. Modulo 10. Otherwise, it's just the 2 card total. Okay, so in this case, I have 9 plus 6, which is 15, plus 0, so actually 5, which is modulo 10, which is correct. And then for the banker, I need to take the L8 is the third card, then first, then the second, then the third. Otherwise, I will just use the 2 card total. So the bunker is 4 plus 7 is 11, plus jack, which is 0, is 1. Okay, if this was a 5, for example, I would have calculated 7 plus 1 is 8, plus 5 is 13, modulo 10, no, sorry, 4 plus 7 is 11, plus 5 is 16, so modulo 10 is correct. Okay, so the winner of the hand is the if this greater than this, it's player. Otherwise, this greater than this is the banker. Otherwise, is tie. Okay, something went wrong here. I just need to close this. And then cards number is always, I would say, 4 plus if this is not symbol 1, otherwise 0, plus if this is not symbol 1, otherwise 0. Okay, so this will be a 6. 6 cards hand, and that's it, because I need to say that now this is equal to this plus this, and I should be able to copy everything. So I would have those cards distributed. Actually, something is going wrong with this because I need an additional +1 here, in my opinion. Yes, because I need to say that there are 4 cards +1, which is this one, plus eventually 1, which is the third card of player 1. Okay, and I think I can copy down everything. Then the first out of the show should begin with the first card in the show. If at the end of a hand there are 10 or less cards remaining in the shoe, stop dealing that shoe, otherwise deal another hand. So if at the end of the hand there are 10 or less cards, stop dealing. So remaining is how many hands we have actually? How many cards? 416. So this is 16 minus this. It should be this minus this, I think. Uh, okay, for some reason is not calculating. Okay. So valid. This would be for sure one. If previous one actually, if is less than or equal to 10, is 0, otherwise it's 1. And so, okay. Nope. Yes, because the beginning of this I will have 15 cards remaining, so I think it's correct. Let's say if this checks out, so basically I need to fill this table. Okay, so these are countifs where this equals 1, lock. The winner or the outcome is, nope, is this one, lock the column. The cards total played is, let's put it here, I will populate it later on, and that's it. So this will be 4, 5, and 6. I think this is not working for some reason. No, absolutely no. Okay, after some time I think I found the problem because basically going row by row, when I get to round 6, I'm saying that player 1 gets 9 plus 8, which is a card total of 7, doesn't get the third card, which is actually not a natural but above 6. Then banker gets a K in the 10, so it's actually 2 card total of 0. So no card and 0 is eligible for the third card. But here this is going into error because I'm trying to X look up the symbol against the values, and it's not there. So what I'm going to do basically is to say this, and I'm going to review the formula here. So this is 53 and the values as well. Uh, and it checks out immediately. So that was the problem. So now for this game, I'm actually drawing the card, which is the 2. Okay, and this basically fixes everything. So shoe 1 is working. Let's check this for shoe 2, which is 29, 29, 25, 40, 38, 5. Yes, 14, 11, 15. I think it's correct. 13, 16, 9. Okay, and shoe 3 is actually 24, 33, 25. Yeah, 32, 43, 7. Okay, that's correct. Let's see what we have for part B. A four pre-shuffle shoe has been provided where this time you get to cut the shoe prior to it being used to deal ends of Baccarat. Cutting the shoe involves selecting a group of cards from the start of the shoe and moving them to the end of the shoe. How many cards are in the group that is moved is up to you. For example, okay, your task for party is to determine how many cards to cut, minimum 1, maximum 415, as to maximize the number of winning player hands that will be dealt from the resulting shoe. As you have identified this number, provide the number of hands in the resultant shoe by outcome. Okay, so I have to maximize the number of hands won by the player according to the number of cards cut. Okay, let's copy this. So we have shoe 4 basically, which is this one. Uh, so what I'm saying is that if I'm going to cut one card, this 5 will be placed below all the other cards, and this K will be basically the new top card. If I got this right, group of cards, I'm moving that to the end of the shoe. Yes. So basically, what we are saying is that the resulting new shoe might be a V stack of um, mm, 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 the take of the shoe. Uh, of minus 416 minus this and the take of shoe of this. Let's see if this is working. Yes, because what I'm saying is take starting from the bottom, so that's why the minus. We know that there are 416 cards in the shoe, so take 416 minus 1, which is 415, so basically everything minus 1, starting from the bottom, so the minus, and stack below this resulting array the first X, in this case 1 cards of the shoe. So this will be the resulting one. What I need to say now is this is shoe cut. And I'm going to replace basically this everywhere. Shortcut, shortcut is hopefully is this one only. This is not impacted. Okay, copy down. Okay, and then I will need to count ifs when this is one and when this is player. So 40 hands are actually won by the player, and I want to maximize this according to the number of cards cut. So between 1 and 415. Sorry, completely messed this up. Yeah, minimum 1, maximum 415. And so I will apply a data table by changing this one then calculate. This might take some time because an heavy calculation, and in fact, this is actually um, still calculating. Let's be patient here. Yeah, it's actually a quite heavy calculation, but once we do this, I think we are done because we just need, we only need to compute the table for this. So I'm interested in the max of this, which is 46, and so the index of this, whether this is the match of this here, 0. So 293 apparently is the sweet spot for us. Let's check. Yes, gives us 46 winning hands for the player. So I just need to put here our 293 and the table should be updated. So let's see 29, 25, 29. Yes, and 1, 45, 30, and 6. Sorry, 5, 30, and 6. There is an additional tie apparently. Uh, when copying down, I'm broken the formula for the remaining cards and also the valid, I think. So that's why I'm not checking out the resulting table. Okay, and it checks out now because we have 45, 30, and 6, which are 81 ends, and that's pretty much it. Okay, great. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.